it's Jody. I have a new process video. For the first time, I'm joining Scrap the Boys design team. So excited to be here representing boy layouts. This month is a beautiful blue and pink mood board, and I just dived right on in. I first grabbed some Shimmerz Paintz. I am using Tickled Me Turquoise and Boogie Boarding Blue. And one is a Shimmerz and one is a Creamies. So they're both very pretty blues. They definitely are different shades that I was going for. So I thought I'd make these big circles of color. And then the pink colors I'm using are Bubblegum Blast, that is also a Shimmerz, and a pink Champagne, that is a Creamies. And I apologize for not getting those into the frame. So I just hit it with some color. Now I'm putting the heat gun to it. I'm not positive if I prepped my page. I think maybe I did because I have it taped down. But I really am not positive. I apologize. So the circle idea actually came from a cut file I am using, and you'll see that in a few minutes. The cut file is from Confessions of a Paper Addict Etsy shop by Virginia Walker, and it is called Circle of Stars. So you'll see that in a minute, and I've been really wanting to use it, so I thought it was the perfect opportunity. So here it comes. So while I let the paint dry, I decide to cut out some pink and blue stars to back the cut file with. And I end up not doing all of them. I just pick a few here and there around the circle to end up backing. I think it was a great idea. This way I didn't cover up all that pretty mixed media, and it just kind of gives it, more dimension and more texture that the pink and blue stars bring. So there's the little circle, the inner circle. Now I'm going to back the larger circle. And it really is a great cut file. And you could just use one size. It comes with two sizes, so they're both fun to use. I also added a little bit of a glass bead medium, and it's very hard to see, but it's just these little bitty glass beads that dry pretty clear, and it just gives the paper a little bit of texture and dimension and sparkle. I just love it. So after I'm happy with my backed stars, I decide to go ahead and pop those up and glue the actual cut file down. Now I know when I use mixed media, I have to use some liquid adhesive. There is no foam adhesive I have found that really sticks down to mixed media well. So it's an extra step, but it is definitely worth it. And I'm using that little glass bead jar just to hold a little pressure down. And there's the inner circle. I'm going to do the same thing with, I have a little bit of foam under the backed stars. And I'm going to add a little bit of liquid adhesive to each of those. I do hope you take the time to join us this month. The entire month of July, we'll have that beautiful mood board up. And you could pick and choose any part, all of it. One image, 2 images, it doesn't matter. We just want to see what you're inspired with and those boy layouts. So I picked a photo of my big guy. This was during during school time, during quarantine. He's going over some math facts on his little device. And he just looked so sweet sitting in the corner of the couch. His headphones, of course, not on his ears, just hanging around his neck. And I just snapped a real quick picture. Didn't tell him about it, didn't ask him to smile. Just wanted to capture that moment. And as hard as it has been to document the pandemic, pictures like this, help tell the story. I don't think, I don't know. I just, instead of taking pictures of empty shelves and those kinds of things, I just, I want to remember that, yeah, we did have to do some homeschooling, but we definitely made it work. So I also added a few layers behind my picture. Here I'm showing you I used a little bit of Nouveau glitter paste. I spread some on a white cardstock. I let it dry, and then I punched out some more hearts. I felt I wanted to bring a little more sparkle to the page, and that glitter paste is very sparkly. So I have a few different punch sizes of those stars, and I went ahead and punched out some from that darker blue and then the pink glitter paste. Here I believe that's a older Pink Fresh Studio tag that I just cut right in half to add another layer behind my photo. And now I'm just kind of auditioning little bits and pieces. The bulk of my layout is done. I knew that's where I wanted my picture, so I got it down. The cut file is down. So here I'm just picking and choosing some things I found in my stash and adding bits and pieces here and there. That little tag says just letting go. And I have a little speech bubble that says hello. Here I'm adding some of those tiny stars. I'm so glad I decided to bring out some more of that darker blue. Pop him up. I love adding dimension. I think it really does, just bring some more life to your layout. Like I said, I'm just adding bits and pieces. I actually found a lot more things in my stash than I thought I would. And I'm just picking and choosing. Have some more stash bins. I'm not sure how you do your crafty items, but I will use a collection or a kit as much as I possibly can. And when I just get to the bottom of bits and pieces, then I finally break it all apart. I have like a die cut little bin and puffy sticker little bin and chipboard bins, and that's how I separate things once I use all that I can from it. I have no idea where those cute little stars are from. I apologize, but I just love them. I think it brings that black out in the photo. Here I grab, again, some bits and pieces. Most of the words are from, I believe, the Cocoa Vanilla Studio. And they're that fun scripty font. Those white acrylic pieces are actually from the Scrapbook and Cards Today sampler packs. I've been getting those since the new year, so I have a small stash of those little acrylic words. So I'm still not positive on a title. I know I want it to go in the center. I know filling up the bottom of the picture would be good because I'm not really covering anything up. And when I'm not positive about something, I start to glue other things down. So here I'm popping up those little stars, gluing everything down. And in a second, you'll see I take a break. And I remember while I'm on my little break, I tell myself, I think it needs another accent color. And so that's what I do. And I'm so sorry I didn't film it, but I did punch out some more stars. I used my Indian gold right there, embellishment mousse, sorry. And I just put some on a cardstock, and then I let it dry, and I cut some stars out, and I sprinkled those around the page, and then I add lots of gold splatters. I really think it needed one more color, and I'm glad I chose the gold. Thank you so much for watching. Please come and play with Scrap the Boys blog challenge. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And please join me at Floppy Eared Farm over on Instagram. Have a great day. Stay safe and keep crafting. Bye-bye.